सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धिर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्तवेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चिता मतिः। So, Tattva-drishti had asked this question, that how one can get the direct knowledge of Brahman, because for getting direct knowledge the connection with the sense organ is required, means the object of the knowledge should be connected to the means of knowledge, vritti, or the, in this case, indriya. So when indriya has got connection with the object, then only direct knowledge is possible. But in case of Brahman, it is not there. Because Brahman is not available for objectification by any organs. Then how direct knowledge of Brahman is possible? For that, answer is given that first of all, there is no such rule that for direct knowledge, sense organs alone have to be used. Means sense organ based knowledge alone is direct knowledge. That is not correct. We can have knowledge which is direct but without using the sense organs. An example is the knowledge of happiness. Happiness is there, I know it, and for that you don't have to use the organ. You are simply closing your eyes, plugged your ears, still you can be happy. By thinking of something you are happy, and happiness you have, you know it. And therefore, first of all, you don't have this rule that without the indriya sambandha, pratyaksha jnanam is not possible. And he gave the example, sukha dukkhadi can have this sukha, the knowledge can of sukha dukkhadi can be pratyaksha, even though the sense organs are not contacting the object. And in the footnote we saw what is the lakshanam, characteristic of pratyaksha jnanam. What characteristic, if it is there, will make the knowledge, will get the knowledge the status of being direct knowledge? What is the decisive factor? That lakshanam was given, vishayavachinna chaitanyasya vrityavachinna chaitanya bhedaha. The object, the consciousness conditioned by the object, consciousness conditioned by the vritti, when both of them are abheda, non-separation, then there is pratyaksha jnana. So the knowledge characterized by the non-separation of the consciousness conditioned by the object and consciousness conditioned by the thought, that knowledge is called pratyaksha jnana. That is how the definition is. And further he explained that abheda can be through indriya, for through the organs it can be there, sometimes through the words it can be there, sometimes it can be there through another vritti which is born inside. So there will be two vrittis, it will be explained later on. One is sukhakara vritti, that is a vishayakara vritti. The other one is sukha-dhanakara vritti. So sukha-dhanakara vritti dwara api this pratyaksha jnanam is possible. The direct knowledge of happiness, etc., is possible through the vritti, the thought which is obtaining inside the mind, inside the body. And Further, he explained what is the significance of Vishayavachinna Chaitanya and Vrityavachinna and their Abheda. What does it mean? He explained that Chaitanyam, consciousness, is one, but based on the Upadhi, there is a division. And in this context, Upadhis are Vishaya and Vritti. When Vishaya Upadhi and Vritti Upadhi are in different place, then Vishayavachinna Chaitanyam and Vrityavachinna Chaitanyam, they are considered to be different. But when both the Upadhis are in one place, then these Vishayavachinna Chaitanyam and Vrityavachinna Chaitanyam are considered to be one. And when such oneness is there, then that knowledge where this oneness is happening, that knowledge is called Pratyaksha Jnana. And then he enumerated 5 situations where Pratyaksha Jnanam is possible. In the Lakshanam of Pratyaksha Jnanam is there, and thereby Pratyaksha Jnanatvam is there. One is Indriya Janya Bhashya Ghatadi Pratyaksha Jnanam, direct knowledge of the pot, etc., which is born of the sense organs. Second is Mahavakya Janya Brahma Pratyaksha Jnanam. The second is the direct knowledge of Brahma, born of the knowledge which is born of. The Janya should go with Jnanam, not Janya Brahma. So, knowledge of Brahman which is born of this Mahavakya, Tattvamasi. That is second situation. Third is Sukha Dukkhadi Pratyaksha Jnanam, direct knowledge of pleasure and pain. Then Ishvara Jnanam, through in the form of Maya Vritti. And fifth one is Sarpadik Jnanam. All 5 will be considered Pratyaksha. Up to this we had seen. Now the next one. विषयेण सह वृत्तेः सम्बन्धः क्वचित् इन्द्रियद्वारा भवति क्वचित् शब्देन भवति. This is where I think up to this jayate iti uchyate we have done. Okay. So vishayena saha vrittehe sambandha. The connection of the vritti, the thought, with the object is bhavati, is there, takes place. Kvachit, in some case, indriya dwara. So 3 categories is making. Yes. In some cases, the connection between the thought and the object will be through indriyas. Like I see the pot, then in that case, through indriya, through the chakshur indriya, there is a connection between the thought and the object. So sometimes the gateway will be the indriyas. Kvachit shabdena bhavati. In some case, the shabdena, we have to complete the sentence. Shabdena vrittehe sambandha, vishayena vrittehe sambandha bhavati. In some case, the connection between the thought and the object will be through words. And how it is possible? Connection between the vritti, the thought, and the object through words. How it is possible? He gives the example. Dashamaha tvamasi iti atra shabdat jayamana antahkarana vrittihi dashamena swatmana sambandha dashamakara bhavati. So shabdat jayamana dashama tvamasi, you are the 10th one. When this is told, from this word shabdat jayamana, born of words, antahkarana vrittihi. What type of antahkarana vritti? I am the 10th one. Dashamena sambandha, dashamena swatmana sambandha, which is getting connected with the 10th one, which is oneself. Dashamakara bhavati, becomes the 10th one. So when word is used, then this word will become the gateway for the antakarana vritti to be one with the object. The word, like indriya became, similarly the words, of course the samsarga, the word, the capacity of the word to create the knowledge of the samsarga, through that word, this antakarana vritti will be connected to the object. So shabda, which is having the capacity of connecting the object and the thought, the capacity of the word to denote the meaning, through that capacity, or through simple words, through the words having the capacity, the vishaya and the vritti will be connected. So Vishaya and Vritti are connected through words. Tasmat Shabdajanya Dashamagdanamapi Pratyakshameva. Therefore, the knowledge born of the Shabda also can be Pratyaksha, can be direct. Here, one thing to be noted is generally words give Paroksha Dana, indirect knowledge only. If I talk to you about Rishikesh Ashram, which you have not seen. So, there is an ashram on the bank of Ganges in Rishikesh, and there is in the front there is a samadhi of Puja Swamiji, there is a lecture hall, there is a temple. I give the description. So my words give you knowledge. You got some idea there is an ashram and this type of things are there in the ashram. You got the knowledge. Now that knowledge which you got is what Paroksha Jnana. And generally words will give indirect knowledge only. In fact, this orientation is so strong that words will give indirect knowledge alone. Many people think that by listening to Vedanta, we will get some indirect knowledge, and then by meditation, we have to make it direct. Because of this particular notion that Shabda can give only Paroksha Jnana. Generally, it is true. But there are exceptions. And this is Vivaranacharya Sampradaya, that Shabda can give Aparoksha Dhanam. The point we highlight there is what type of knowledge will happen is not merely decided by Pramana. It is decided by the type of Vishaya. So, if Prameya is Aparoksha and you are using appropriate Pramanam, then the knowledge born will be what? Pratyaksha, Aparoksha. So, you based on the Pramana you don't decide. Brahmagdanam Paroksham Shabdajanyatvat Sampratipannavat. Like, means the knowledge of Brahman must be Paroksha, indirect. Why? Because it is born of words. Like the knowledge of this Dayananda Ashram in Rishikesh. Through words. So, people have this orientation that, Shastra will only give indirect knowledge, that we have to make it direct by something else. And that something else, cannot be perception, and therefore they find out some mystical ways. That you do some Shaktipata and there you will have this self-realization, etc. All this can come because of this particular confusion. The Shabda can give only indirect knowledge. To them we give this example. This is Shabda, you are the 10th one. This knowledge person gets this knowledge. I am the 10th one. Is it indirect knowledge? I think I am 10th one. I infer I am 10th one. That is not that. Yes, I know now I am the 10th one. And therefore, we have got a very big example in Dashamastvamasi that through words also we can have direct knowledge. Another example we give is when Karna, who was the son of Kunti, but did not know that. And he used to have the complex that I am not a Kshatriya, I am only Sarthi Putra, means the son of a driver. And now he is told by his mother Kunti alone, you are Kaunteya. Then he gets the knowledge, yes, I am Kaunteya, I am Kshatriya. Then this knowledge he has is what? Aparoksha Jnana. So, Aparoksha Jnanam is possible by words. That has to be set well in the mind. Then only Vedanta will do its job well. Otherwise, people study Vedanta, but they don't trust Vedanta. It is something like, you have got calculator, but you have a doubt whether it works or not. Therefore, even though you have got calculator, you know what you will do? You use calculator and again you do calculation. That's what people try to do. Because they don't trust the calculator. Similarly, Vedanta they will use, but still Vedanta will not work. Why? Because they don't trust Vedanta. Anything can work when you trust it, especially this pramanam. Otherwise, it does not give knowledge. So therefore, this important clarity is given here. Tasmat Shabda Janya Dashamagdanam api Pratyaksham eva. Tasmat means what? Pratyaksha Dana Lakshanasya Satvat. In the knowledge that I am the 10th one, the essential characteristic of the direct knowledge is available. What is the characteristic? That Vishaya and Vritti should be non-separate, should be in one place. It is there, available in Dashamatvam. The I, Dashama, the 10th one, and the Vritti, both of them are not separate, in different place. And therefore, Pratyaksha Jnana Lakshana Satvat Shabdi Dashamagdanam is Pratyaksha Meva. On it. So here Pratyaksha should be understood as Aparuksha. Now about this Pratyaksha Meva, there is a footnote. Big footnote is there. Aham Dashamaha iti Dashamasya Swaswarupa Aparukshagdhartam Dashamahatvamasi iti Shabda Pramana Janyam. I am the 10th one. In this manner, Dashamasya Swaswarupa Aparukshagdanam. The knowledge that I am the 10th one on the part of the 10th one is born of Shabda Pramana, is born of the means of knowledge in the form of words. What type of words? Dashamahatvamasi. You are the 10th one. So you are the 10th one is Shabda Pramana. By that, the knowledge born is I am the 10th one. That is Aparukshagdanam. Now, he wants to make sure that this knowledge is Shabdam alone. It is born of Shabda, the words alone. I am the 10th one. That knowledge is born of words. For that, he rules out the other possibility. He says, Na indriyehi manasava dashama pratyakshak danam jayate. By the organs or the mind, the direct knowledge of the 10th is not born. In fact, if it was to be born by the organs and the mind on its own thinking, it would have happened earlier because organs were there, mind was there. If they were pramanam, they would have used, they would have produced the knowledge, but that didn't happen. Therefore, indriya and mind are not the responsible the primary responsible factors for Dashama Pratyaksha Dhanam. He explains, Tathahi यदि शरीर रूप दशमः इंद्रिय वेद्यः इति उच्यते तर्हि नेत्रेंद्रिय मात्रेण वेद्येत. If sharir rupa dashama, this question is that who is the 10th one? He said, let us assume that the 10th one is in the form of the body and which is available for the organs, indriya vedya, which is knowable through the organs. And therefore, why do you say the 10th? I am the 10th one, this knowledge is born of words. Why don't you say it is born of the organs? Chakshurindriya. Iti uchyate tarhi netrendriya matrena vedyeta. Then the knowledge that I am the 10th one or the 10th one would be known. Vedyeta means would be known only by Chakshurindriya. Somebody said, okay, that 10th one is known only through this organ of seeing. Then what would be the problem? Tatha sati nimilita nayana, there should be na one missing. Nimilita nayanasyapi dashamahatvamasi iti vakyat dashama jnanam jayamanam asangatam bhavet. Nishadasji is really very, what is called, intelligent in giving the hetu. He said, if the knowledge of the 10th one is born of the eyes, then if the 10th one was closing the eyes, suppose he did not open the eyes, he closed his eyes and he was told, you are the 10th one, then will the knowledge take place or not? It will take place. But eyes are not operated, eyes are not operating, eyes are closed. So if eyes are the means for the knowledge of I am the 10th one, then with the closed eye condition, this knowledge cannot happen. But knowledge is happening. Even though 10th one has closed the eyes, I am the 10th one, this knowledge will happen. That is said in Tatha Sati. Tatha Sati means what? Dashamasya Netrindriya Matra Vedyatve Sati. Then Nimilita Nayanasyapi, even for the person whose eyes are closed. Dashamahat Tvamasi iti Vakyat, from the sentence that you are the 10th one. Dashamagdanam Jayamanam, the knowledge that I am the 10th one, it is born, that asangatam bhave, that will become untenable. It means, for I am the 10th one, this knowledge, Indriyam is not the main pramanam. It may have contribution, we don't deny. But Indriya, the Netrindriya is not a pramanam, the means of knowledge. Tasmat dashamagdanam netrena najayate. Therefore, the knowledge of the 10th man is not born of the eyes. Alright, what about the mind? Mind can have the direct knowledge. He says, Manaha tu sakshat bahyartha grahana samartham bahyartha grahana samartham na sakshat bahyartha grahana samartham. The mind is not capable of experiencing the external object directly. Means mind cannot experience the object without the help of the organs. Otherwise, what will happen? You close your eyes and you see the objects. That type of situation will happen. So mind cannot directly perceive the external objects. Mind has to take the help of the organs. So mind is not capable of perceiving the external objects directly. Antarameva padartha manasakshat griniyat. The inner object alone, mind will appreciate, mind will grasp sakshat directly. Like what? Sukha, dukha, etc. That for that mind doesn't require organs. You can be sukhi, you can experience or you can know the happiness in your mind without using the eyes, without using the ears. So if you plug your ears, still, if you have got the feeling of happiness, you will experience. You will know it. If you have got pain, even though your ears are closed, still you will know your pain. Otherwise, it will be very easy. Anesthesia not required, isn't it? For pain, you close your ears, pain will not be felt. So all ears closed only. That's all. No anesthesia required. That is not the case. By closing the eyes and ears, this knowledge of the pain cannot be stopped. Knowledge happens. So, antarameva padartham manas sakshat griniyat. Bahya padartha, it cannot. So, antarameva padartha manas sakshat griniyat. The mind knows the internal objects directly, means without the help of the organs. Devadatta Yagnadattadi Sangnapi Sukshma Deha Sahita Sthula Dehe Drishyante. Now, what is the Dashamaha? That also is to be decided. He said, Devadatta Yagnadattadi Sangna, the name Devadatta, Yagnadatta, etc., also is Drishyante, is seen. For with reference to what? Sthula Deha, gross body. But what type of gross body? Sukshma Deha Sahita, along with the subtle body. That's a very interesting thing. As long as person is alive, you say, this person is Srinivasan, this person is Devadatta, this person is Yagnadatta. But when he dies, we don't say he is Devadatta, we don't say. We say Devadatta's body. We don't say, you cremate Devadatta. We say, we cremate the body of the Devadatta. So, Devadatta name is used not merely for gross body. It is used for the gross body which has got subtle body. In fact, in Tamil and all, that they have got the word avan. Avan means he or avan. So when person is alive, we use avan. But when he is dead, then we don't say avan. Edu, no? Adu. Adu. Adu means this, that is a neutral gender is used. That gender itself changes. That's something interesting. So that's why, isn't it? They will not use he. They will say it. That it is used. So Devadatta Yagnadi Sangna api Sukshma Deha Sahita Sthula Dehe Drishyante. Tvam aham ityadi vyavaharaha api sthuladehe drishyate. Sthuladeha, of course, I, you, etc. vyavahara also is there in the gross body. Suladehasya gnanam, the knowledge of the gross body, manasa sakshatna sambhavati, is not possible by the mind directly. So, the knowledge of Dashama is the knowledge of the gross body having the subtle body. So, Dashama Gnanam will involve the knowledge of the gross body. And the knowledge of the gross body is not possible for the mind directly. Therefore, mind itself is not pramanam for knowing the 10th one. Tasmat Dashama Gnanam Shabda Pramaneneva Jayate. See, what he has done is to two possibilities. The knowledge that I am the 10th one, is it born of the organs? It cannot be. If his knowledge is born of the organs only, then if that organs are not working, I am the 10th one will not happen. And it cannot be said that it is born directly by the mind, because mind requires the help of the organs to perceive the external objects, including the body. And therefore, the mind itself is not a pramanam, the organs also are not pramanam. Tasmat. Tasmat means anyatara sambhavat. So either of the two cannot become the pramanam. Therefore, dashama gnanam shabda pramanena eva jayate, is born of shabda pramanam. Tatra netram manascha sahayatam pratipadyete. Tatra means with regard to dashama gnanam, with regard to the knowledge of the 10th one, netram manascha, the eye and the mind, pratipadyete, they attain sahayata, the status of being the assistant. So the mind is useful, the eyes can be useful. They can be assistant, but not the main ones. Like, some surgery is done only by some surgeon. These others will be standing nearby. They can assist, but they themselves cannot do surgery. The surgeon is that person only, or whoever is. He will come for 10 minutes only. He will do, but he has got that capacity. So similarly here, Netram and Manaha are assistant, but main operation of creating this knowledge that I am the 10th one is by Shabda alone. Dr. Shabda alone does this operation. Alright. Now, so we saw that Shabda Janya Dashama Gnanam api Pratyaksham eva is Pratyaksha only. So now what we have seen so far, Indriya Pratyaksha Gnanam, the knowledge born of this Indriya Dwara, Indriya, the gateway of Indriya. So Indriya Pratyaksham, then Shabda Pratyaksham. Now he wants to talk about Sakshi Pratyaksham. So that will be from the next one it will start. He gives some introduction and then next paragraph he will go further. Tatha eva. So now the discussion on the Sakshi Bhasya Padartha Sukha Dukkhadi are talked about. Tatha eva, similarly, Pramatari Sukha Dukkhadhyutpatti Kale Antakrana Vrittihi Sukhakara Dukkhakara Cha Bhavati. Tatha eva, similarly, Pramatari, in Pramata, Sukha Dukkhadi Utpatti Kale, at the time of the rise of Sukha and Dukha, pleasure and pain, Antakrana Vritti, Sukhakara Dukkhakara Cha, the mode of the modification of the mind becomes Sukhakara, assumes the form of happiness, assumes the form of Dukkhakara. And this vritti refers to Dhanakara. Sukhakara means Sukha Dhanakara. Dukkhakara means Dukkha Dhanakara. In earlier discussion, page number 43, 65th topic, we had seen this. That how the knowledge of happiness is born. Generally, people, they are busy how to become happy. That is the issue of ordinary people. The philosophers, they are not interested so much in that, at least. They are interested how we become happy. How do we get the knowledge I am happy? They are interested in that. So, we had seen in this the 65th topic that two types of thoughts are born. One is Sukha Rupa Vishayakara Vritti and Sukha Gnanakara Vritti. So mind has got two aspects in that situation. One is objective mind and other is the instrumental mind. Knowing or the instrumental mind, the instrument of knowledge. So one is Vishayakara Vritti, other is a Gnanakara Vritti. Both are Vritti, both are mind. So one we can say objective mind, other is instrumental mind. So mind alone assumes the form, or mind alone modifies into happiness. Happiness is nothing but a frame of mind, a mode of mind. There is no something object called happiness. That's why they have got some what is called I think serotonin and some the neurons also they talk about in psychology, that these are called happiness inducing neurons. So chemicals, not neurons, some neurochemicals. So because one thing is we also accept, we don't talk about these neurochemicals, but we do talk about this particular fact that happiness is a condition of the mind. Happiness does not exist independent of your mind. So people say, I want to get the happiness which is beyond mind. So that is not possible. You cannot have happiness which is beyond mind. Experiential happiness is possible only through the mind. So some people, they are called, one person in the US, his name was Beyond Ananda. Beyond Ananda. So they are always have happiness, they feel good when you're beyond. So everything they like beyond. That's why they go to that extent. Turiyam is not that. Turiya Tita. So again, beyond. Everything beyond they would do. But let us know for sure that any experience of happiness is a condition of the mind. So Sukham Kim? Sukham is the condition of the mind, the state of the mind. That is why we say so much about attitude, etc. That happiness is a state of the mind. Therefore, if you have got the ways how to bring about that state, you know that because of certain attitude, this happiness state will come. Then you can be happy. And some people are very expert in knowing how to be unhappy. So this will make them unhappy, that will make them unhappy. The big list is there. And one of the thing will be always available. And therefore what? They remain unhappy. Anyway, that apart. So here we said Prabhatari Sukha Dukkhadi Utpatti Kale Antakranasya Vritti Sukhakara Dukkhakara Cha Bhavati. And Taya Vrittya Saha. With that vritti, and that vritti refers to what? Gnanakara vritti. Taya Sukha Gnanakara Vrittya Dukha Gnanakara Vrittya Sukha Dukkha Dehe Sambandha Jayate. With that vritti, there is a connection of Sukha Dukkhadi. Because both of them are in the mind only. Therefore, there is a connection. This is only Prakriya Dasha. We should not think that one is born, that second is born. This Daptav Kramaha. Tasmat Sukha Dukkha Dehe Gnanam Pratyaksha Gnanam iti Ujyate. Therefore, this Sukha Dukkha Dehe Gnanam, Tasmat means what? This Sukha Dukkha Dehe Vrutya Saha Sambandha Satvat. This is Sambandha is there. Therefore, Sukha Dukkha Dehe Gnanam, the knowledge of Sukha Dukkha Dehe is Pratyaksha Gnanam Ujyate. Wherever this Lakshanam is there Pratyaksha Gnanam. Alright. Now, to make it little more interesting, to show the contrast, suppose somebody is remembering his happiness. Generally, when you grow older, then you will be holding on to the past. Because present nothing there to celebrate, most of the people. Therefore, see, where we were small, we used to go to the river and jump into the river. How much it is there. Then the tamarind was there in the tree. Then used to, bring it down and all. So happy. So this type of experience, is it pratyaksha or not? That is being analyzed. He says, Purvotpanna sukha dukkhadehe nashanantaram. After, immediately or much later, after the destruction or cessation of the sukha dukkhadi, pleasure and pain, which were born earlier. Yada purushasya tadrisa sukha dukkhadi vigdanam jayate. If person has got the knowledge of pleasure and pain which is similar to that, tada, that time, sukha dukkhadhyakara antakarana vritti udeti. That time, this antakarana vritti, which is objectifying that sukha dukkhadi, is udeti, is rises. The knowledge, antakarana vritti, the mode of the mind which is having the shape of the pleasure and pain, udeti. Kintu, tasyaha vrittehe, this dhanakara vrittehe, of the vritti which is dhanakara, that vritti which is dhanakara, sukha dukkhadena sambandha nasti. That does not have the connection with the pleasure and pain which was there. Ataha, therefore, that knowledge is smriti rupam. That knowledge is in the form of smriti, remembrance, na pratyaksha rupam. It is the not direct knowledge. So when you are remembering the past happiness, then it is not called direct knowledge. It is only smriti. Alright. Now, he talks about the sakshi bhasya padartha. Yadyapi antakrana dharma sukha dukkhadayah sakshi bhasyaha तथापि सुखाकार दुखाकार अंतःकरण वृत्ति द्वारा एव साक्षी सुख दुःखादीन प्रकाशयति. यद्यपि, even though अंतःकरण धर्माः, the qualities of the mind, what are they? Sukha dukkhaadayaha, pleasure, pain, etc. Sakshi bhasyaha, illumined by witness. All our pleasure and pain are illumined by the witness. Tathapi, even then, Sukhakara Dukkhakara Antakarana Vritti Dvara alone, Dhanakara Vritti Dvara alone, through the thoughts which has assumed the shape of the pleasure and pain, through that Vritti alone, Sakshi Sukha Dukkhadin Prakashayati. Sakshi illumines pleasure and pain. So this topic we had seen in the 65th, that how Sakshi illumines the Sukha Dukkhadi through Sukha Dukkha Dhanakara Vritti. Sukha Dukkha Dhanakara Vrityaruda Sakshi Chaitanyam Sukha Dukkadin Prakashayati. So the pleasure and pain which are happening, they are illumined by Sakshi, by the Vritti, with the help of the Vritti, which is having the shape of the pleasure and pain. So by Dhanakara, Sukha Dukkha Dhanakara Vritti, Sakshi illumines the Sukha Dukkhadi Vishayas. So that is the rule. Sukha Dukkhadi Vishayan, Sukha Dukkhadi Dhanakara Vritti Dvara Sakshi Prakashayati. Alright. So when you say, no, I am witness of the pleasure and pain, so that time you are identifying with your Sakshi dimension. In I there are two. One is Sakshi Chaitanya, other is Antakarana Vritti. So Antakarana Vritti, when you are identifying, you say I am Sukhi. When you are saying I am witnessing pleasure and pain, it means you are identifying with your Sakshi Swarupa. Okay. And now Sukha Dukkhadi or Antakarana Dharma, that is explained by the Tippanikara. Sukha Dukkhadaya Buddheva Dharmaha na Atmana. Pleasure, pain, etc. are the qualities of the mind alone, not the self. अतः एव ते बुद्धेः सत्वे जाग्रस्वप्नयोः प्रतीयन्ते सुषुप्ते बुद्धेः अभावात् सुख दुःखादि प्रतीतिः नास्ति. So therefore, since the pleasure and pain are the qualities of the buddhi alone, therefore When buddhi is there, then only in Jagrat and Swapna, in the waking and dream, they are experienced. Sushupti, in deep sleep state, buddhi is resolved. Therefore, Sukha Dukkhadi also, experience of Sukha Dukkhadi also is not there. Tathacha Uktam, it has been told in somewhere in some shloka, Ragecha Sukha Dukkhadi Buddho Satyam Pravartate. Raga, Sukha, Raga, Icha, Sukha, Dukha. My attachment, my desire, pleasure, pain, all of them. Buddho Satyam Pravartate. When Buddhi, the mind is there, then only they are available. They are active, they are perceived. Sushupto Nasti Tannashe. Tannashe means Buddhi Nashe. When Buddhi is resolved, here Nasha means resolution. When Buddhi is resolved, then this Sukha Dukkhadi are not there in deep sleep. Tasmat Buddhehe. Therefore they belong to Buddhi alone, natu Atmanaha, not of the self. Anvaya Vyatireka. When Buddhi is, then only Sukha Dukkhadi are. When Buddhi is not there, Sukha Dukkhadi are not there. Therefore Sukha Dukkhadi belong to Buddhi, not the Atma who is witnessing the Buddhi. Okay, more we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate